It's the morning of day
three on the trail.
Where are we going?
Kumano
Hongu Shrine. We're gonna go eat breakfast.
The pilgrims are walking.
Now is probably a good time to tell you that I didn't actually sign up for this pilgrimage. I'm not seeking anything. But sometimes when you're not looking for answers is when you find them.
Right over there is our final stretch of the Kumano Kodo trail. It is very cold this morning, so I have Crocs and socks. And we're ready to go to Hongu Taisha. Yeah.
Kumano Kodo bird.
A pilgrimage is a journey, often to a new place in search of personal growth, answers, or connection. On this particular trail, a lot of the answers are supposed to come from the mountain itself, as that's believed to be a divine deity. And in line with Shugendo, your physical hardship is part of that purification process. These stamps collected along the trail are markers of your accomplishment on the pilgrimage. They go into your little pilgrimage book to remind you of the hardships and beautiful moments on the trail. As the forest bruised my feet and cleared my head, I started to think more about the stamps I've collected in my life, and how so often the stamps I'm the most proud of are the ones that were the hardest to acquire, with the largest challenges. By the way, this video is sponsored by Japanese heated toilet seats.
See that light? It's a heated toilet on the side of a trail, which is amazing. It's 45 degrees out.
Okay, now back to philosophizing. Funny enough, this particular shrine is supposed to help with back pain, something I've been dealing with chronically for 10 years, which brought me back to the same question as yesterday. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we push and try so hard to overcome? When I look back, I know that in my early 20s I had a really traumatic event happen, and ever since then I've sought out difficult situations so that I could feel more prepared and in control for the inevitable next time something would go wrong. Makes sense, but if you get so focused on practicing resilience and stoicism and overcoming hardship, it's easy to forget that the whole point is to stop and enjoy the view. If you're not using that strength to savor the beautiful moments, then what's the point? For the last few days, I've been halfway around the world with 4 of my favorite people. And for most of our time together on this trail, I've opted into being alone, hiking barefoot in 45-degree weather. And as I start to criticize myself for this on the 3rd day I spend with my family, I also remind myself that that is a totally normal response to hardship and trauma. We're trained to want to overcome. We create difficult situations for ourselves so that we know we can control and overcome them. But the power and control in overcoming things doesn't just come from seeking hardship. It comes from learning to listen to your pain. And more importantly, it comes from filling your tank, finding moments of joy and love and strength when you can, embracing rest, embracing loved ones, and knowing when to ask for support or guidance.
Here, ask the mountain spirit to help you.
It's not a shrine.
Oh, that's true.
What does this say?
It says, "I'm a cute dog. Please give me money."
Speaking of mountain spirits, this spot right here is actually the first where you can see Hongu Taisha. That torii gate is the largest in the world, and it's a symbol of the journey coming to a close. And it's reminded pilgrims for centuries that their hard work is worth it. I don't know if it's because I'm well into my 30s or that I've reached 10 years of living with chronic back pain, but somewhere along this trail I've realized that I don't want all my stamps to be about overcoming hardship. As much as I find joy in the journey of overcoming, the reality is that life will always have unexpected hardships waiting around the corner. And to overcome them, you don't just need to be strong, you also need to be joyful and happy and rested.
I'm at the point of knee pain where I'm like, why am I doing this? How about you, Dad?
It'll all be good in the end. If it isn't good, it's not the end.
Pearls of wisdom from Papa San.
So as I collect my second to last stamp on this pilgrimage, I realize I'm leaving with a question, not an answer. And it's that instead of wondering how to find joy in the journey, I can ask myself how to find joy in the stillness.
And like all great Japanese adventures, this one ends at a bunch of vending machines. Sayonara!